right, give me a second here, guys. Just setting this up. So I'll put some art right here for you guys to look at while I do that. All right. So if you guys haven't been here before, this is a live art stream, and what we do on here is I draw Garbage Pail Kids. It's fun stuff, you know. Usually I work on returns or sketches. Um, so the big thing that had been happening lately that got me to not have as much fun doing this as lately was some of you guys may know this. I'll do a big little recap here. I had worked on GPK Vacation. I had sent back my originals, my APs, artist proof sketches. Those are the ones you send back to Tops. And what ended up happening is instead of returning them to me, Tops destroyed them. So I had a full list of pre-order commissions to do because of that over again, and I hadn't done any commissions since vacation because that the whole thing of me not getting my APs back was like such a laughable piece of crap that it took them that long to even attempt to get them back to me, and I never got them back. So I had to fill all those commission orders with artist proofs from other GPK sets I hadn't worked on, and that was a process. A lot of people just wanted a refund, which, sucked, and I'm still kind of like trying to catch up from that. But the upside is I'm finally done with all the commissions I did. I did them all over again for people. So now people have those, so I'm going to show them off in a second. I'm just putting on some music in the background because I'm going to be on for a minute. I'm going to be doing some stuff, some sketches here. So if you want to say anything, please post. There's a little chat box, so just post in the comments, and I will respond to you guys as I draw. And music's going to be low because nowadays I'm just getting all the copyright stuff, copyright flags over and over again. So just feel free to say stuff. I will draw while we talk. Today I'm going to draw a couple of things. Here's what I'll do. If anyone pops in here and wants to get some original art today, I will do stuff on my personal sketch commissions for $50 a card today. If not, I'll just not a big Atom Bomb fan, but that Atom looks great. I really love how the colors pop. Yeah, I've become less of an Atom Bomb fan just because I've had to draw them so much. I might draw a zombie Atom Bomb on the thing today to put on Deal or No Deal. But basically, I'm just happy because all the AP cards I have left are mine now. So it's awesome. I'm very happy about that. I'm on a Frankenstein kick. I might draw one of those too. I love Frankenstein. He's one of my favorite dudes. So these are all the commissions I had to redo and some. So here's an Atom Bomb, and scanners guy. So those are spoken for already. These are also spoken for. If you want a color Frank, I will do one on the stream for you today for $50 delivered. This is Baby Abby. This was a commission I had to do over because of the debacle. And here is a Pennywise. If you look at the sides, there's like stuff from the book, like Beep Beep Richie, 27 years, Kiss Me Fat Boy, from the book It. Because these are bookworms, Here's Dana the Dead. Cool, I will do one for you in a minute. All right, and then here was an Atom Bomb commission. This one actually came out really good. These are all vacation ones I had to redo. I'm coloring Joe Blow while watching this. I have to finish my Boney Tony Jumbo card. That's awesome. Here's another Atom Bomb. They wanted like a nuclear orange glow and his brains flying out. I really like how the face came out on that one. And here's a weird Wendy. That one also came out pretty cool, I think. And then here is a Mad Axe. think his axe came out cool. I like the skyline behind him. And then here is an alien Ian. He looks pretty handsome there. I like the stuff I did with the background. It's kind of like suggesting the sound that blows up the helmets in Mars Attacks. And then here's, I forget what his name is. Boozin' Ken, something like that. Booze and Brews, that's it. And he's New Orleans themed. I'm going to New Orleans on Thursday. And then here is Jason. And then here is an undead burning up Evil Eddie. Notice his doll's even on fire. And then here's Freddy Krueger. And these were all the commissions I had to make up because of the Tops debacle. I had, I think, four I had to refund completely, which put me in a not great place financially, but I'm trying to climb out of that hole, you know. But I'm going to be doing a lot of returns and such, so this will be fun. And right now I'm going to draw a Frankenstein sketch 4304 here, so that'll be fun. I enjoy me some Frankenstein, so let's go for it, bros. All right. Look up a Frankenstein photo reference here. I have my little thingy on the side here. I usually don't even need a reference, but it's always fun to, because everything I do is kind of a spin on the original anyway. I have a very OS kind of friendly style. So, again, feel free. Yes, Booze and Brews reminds me of Frank Sinatra. Yeah, I agree with you. I think he does too. It's kind of a little, you know, crooner on a bench thing. I'll zoom in here so you guys can see a little better. Right now I'm just kind of like, I go in with the pencil kind of loosely and do my thing. But yeah. The Frankenstein, the character is one of my favorite characters, period. You know, the Universal Monsters Frankenstein. I like drawing him a lot. But I also like just the GPK version. I think he's pretty cool. So we're going to get him with the droopy arms here. You guys do not even know what a good feeling it is to not have those sketches floating over my head anymore. So now I can get back to just doing sketches and stuff. Put some up, be able to just have fun with it. Love the cat too. Yeah, I do. You know, here's a fun thing about me. I'm not a big fan of the peripheral. Like, you know, I did a sketch one time where instead of the cat, he's stepping on dead Ted climbing out of the graveyard. But I like that he's kind of like derpy, so he doesn't see the cat. You know, so yeah, it's a good gag overall, I think. But usually I don't like Evil Eddie's doll. You know. Or the bat, you know. I don't like the side characters. I usually just like the kind of cutesy, gross thing the actual Garbage Pail Kids have going on. There we go. Alright, we got the first bolt in there. Usually I do the hair last. But, you know where it's going to go. So you two guys, I don't recognize your names. Have you guys been in the chat before? Or just checking it out? Trying to get back into doing this on a more regular basis. Now that I don't have the complicated return situation hanging over me, I'm probably going to get on a lot more. I know I'm going to get on tomorrow. I will not be on Thursday because I'll be on a plane, but then I'll probably be back Tuesday or Wednesday after that. And tomorrow I'm just going to mail out a bunch of... all those cards are going out in the mail tomorrow. Let's set those eyes in deep. Not usually YouTube. I message you via Facebook. Oh, did you just message me right now? Okay, I'll message you back once I'm done because I saw somebody message me right now. It's like this is a phone here, and then my other phone I'm using is photo reference. I have this idea of all the GPK characters exploding out of Atom Bomb's head, but I'm making a mega card instead of a regular size card. I think I did something like that on a comic cover once. Not usually YouTube. Victor, we talked before. I used to go by Poptastic Plastic. Oh, okay, that's cool. I think I remember that name. But yeah, I know I had some people message me about commissions like a week or two ago, and I was just like not feeling it because I'm trying to get all these other ones done. But now I'm more in the mindset for it, and especially since I'm gonna need content for doing the lives on here. I just got a invite today from Upper Deck to work on a new Marvel set. And I had messaged Upper Deck about working with them on one of those sets, I think, before the pandemic. So it took them this long to randomly get back to me out of the blue. So, hey, I'm all down for that. I like Marvel characters, you know. Let's do this here. How you liking his face? A little bit chubby. It's kind of cool. Dig that. That's awesome. We'll add some pupils in a second. I really love when you go live, but I understand you got a live too. That's what most people don't understand. Yeah, I've had some people get mad at me about not doing lives fast enough. I'm like, I'm trying to do them more. You know, my biggest thing lately is just like trying to get in a schedule where I could do these again, because I used to do these like almost every single day during like the first couple years of the pandemic. And, you know, it's hard to do something for that long. You kind of get burnt out, you know. But I'm trying, you know, I enjoy doing it. So it's just a question of doing it with all the other stuff I do. Yeah. So for the most part, it's just, you know, trying to get into a place where I'm busy enough and I can dedicate some time to do it. And have everybody, you know, and turn out a decent quality of art. Because there's a couple times where I've stopped doing it because I feel like the cards I were doing were kind of like not high enough of a quality, you know, to my, you know, what I thought they could be. So sometimes I would be like, let me finish this offline or something, because I didn't want to like just jam through it on the thing. Because I'm very particular about my coloring. But over the past few years, I've actually gotten much better and faster at doing coloring. So that's part of my growth as an artist, I think. And that's one thing the pandemic, I think, was good for, was getting me to work better and faster. Because I can draw these, you know, out pretty quick now. Right, zoom out a little bit. So once I add some color right now, this guy's actually going to look super cool. So let's get him going. Actually, I know one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to change his brow here, because he looks a little more surprised than I want him to. And because of that, I'm going to tweak his nose and part of his mouth. And that's one of the things, too, is recognizing when you can change things. Like, his nose was making him look a little too piggy, I think. There we go. I'm already happier with it. One thing you'll learn if you watch me draw is I'm very particular about certain things. One of those is face has got to be cute. If your Garbage Pail Kids aren't cute, they're not Garbage Pail Kids. So you got to start cute, then go Shane Tuan. I don't know what that means. He looks great so far. Oh, thank you. Found a bunch of like sketch covers, superhero ones. So I might start doing some superhero Garbage Pail Kid parodies. We'll see. Depends on how much time I have. Let's go. So there's a lot of yellow, but I layer my colors, so there's a reason. This will dry, and then I'll do another color on top. It's drying while I color, so. And then my personal sketch cards are a better stock than actual Topps cards, so I always feel very good about it. I also don't do the full crack on Frankenstein's face because I'm not like super into that broken doll look. But I like the crack in general, so I keep it in just not as big as it is on the actual card. Yeah, one of the multitasky things I also tend to do is just whatchamacallit, talking and drawing at the same time, which took me a while to even get decent at that. Alright. Snuff says, I really enjoy this hobby, brother. Thanks. Give and Receive says, you and Bobby B got me back in drawing GPK game. Big Grieve gotten fast at coloring. I saw you do that nasty neck the last time. Oh, yeah, that's right. That one came out cool. I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's like, because the coloring is probably my favorite part of the whole thing, because that's where I feel it comes alive. And the pens I use feel like they come on like paint, so it's kind of like, it feels like I'm painting with markers. And I can't really do that if I ink it ahead of time, because then I have to worry about it smearing. And I like blending and stuff. I can't do that as much if it's all like, inked ahead of time. I mean, I can, but just not to the level I'm happy with it. Alright, I'll do this, then we go here, and then here. Okay, that, and that, and that. I can't believe you use the fat markers in such a small space. That's because they have chisel points, so I can go in and get pretty good detail. Tim Purcell says, hey, Vic. Bobby B says, hey, Wave. So, yeah. A lot of it, the reason I'm able to get in with these markers like that is just through practice. It was, at first, I wasn't confident enough to do it because I was afraid of messing it up. And now I'm not really afraid of it, It's like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do this stuff. And it's going to come out good for the most part. I'm not really worried about it anymore. This guy's coming out a little more classic monster-y looking in the coloring than I thought, which is a happy thing, I think. And for those of you who are joining me now, I showed them off at the beginning of the stream, but I'm done with all the replacement vacation sketch card returns I had to do because of the whole scenario with Tops. So now I can kind of just draw whatever and actually have a lot of returns left. So now I'm pretty happy that I'm going to be able to actually have some fun with this hobby again and not feel trapped, you know, by having to worry about like, oh, you know, I can't use up my APs because what if I don't get my vacation returns back? That's all handled now, you know. So I'm gonna take commissions again. I'm gonna do my own sketches for Deal or No Deal, you know. So it's very freeing. I also told guys that freaking Upper Deck emailed me today about working on a Marvel set, which is pretty cool. It's like, and it's like a Secret Wars set, so that's kind of cool. It's like old school costumes, which are my favorites. So I might do that. I'm getting some blue eyes on this guy. It's like, as far as sketch card companies, I've worked for a few over the years, but like Tops, and there was this Legends of Lucha Libre one I worked on that I liked, but I don't know if that set ever even came out. There was like some like a pin-up set I worked on that was also cool. I don't know if it ever came out. So, you know, I'm probably just gonna do it just so I can say I did it, like the Star Wars stuff. Like, I wasn't super into Star Wars, but I did a few Star Wars sets just so I could say I did Star Wars, you know? And a lot of people are like, you don't like Star Wars? And it's like, not so much that I don't like Star Wars, I just don't have like a super fondness for it, you know? Like, but I think it's different strokes for everybody. Some people love Star Wars, and, you know, I'm indifferent to it. I like The Mandalorian, you know? But I did enough sets where all I did was draw like too many stormtroopers. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of good with not doing any more Star Wars. I'm just layering a lot of colors on here right now. Gives me a cool base work here from, I don't know. A lot of people who don't like Star Wars like Mandalorians. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know. Mandalorian is fun. I think maybe I stopped liking Star Wars because of the whole thing with Kylo Ren and what's her face? Ren. No. What's her name? Not Ren. The main girl. The one that Daisy Ridley plays. Somebody will be able to tell me. I can't even see. I like the character enough that I don't even remember the name of her. Ray, that's it. That happens when you get older. You just start forgetting characters' names. Ray, that's right. Alright, now we're going to do some yellow shading here on the jacket. I could have done ivory, but you know. Yellow's good. Let's keep it all in the yellow space. Ren. Yeah, the Knights of Ren, and then Ray. Alright, where's my ivory? There it is. So when I say ivory, this is what I'm talking about. It's just a big fat pen that does like this kind of like off yellow thing that I like. See, it's not quite yellow. The other thing I've been considering doing is maybe doing a few lives on Facebook on some of the GPK groups to kind of like show off some stuff. But I don't really like doing the vertical lives, you know. I like the horizontal, but we'll see, because then I could share them on TikTok or something. Just speed them up as shorts. I still haven't done any black. It's all just blue. And once, like I said, these are on my personal stock, so they're always fun. I'm gonna give him like a purpley shirt. I know he has like a yellow shirt in the thing, but I didn't mean to pick up that color. Well, I'll work it in. There we go. Yesterday we went to go see John Wick 4 again, and we went to Texas Roadhouse to eat, and they were so backed up it took them an hour to get us our food. An hour. It's crazy. You know, that just tells you how busy some of those restaurants can get on weekends though, dude. Alright, almost done here. We'll throw some black in there in a minute too. Right now I'm just before I do black, I always do gray, because then I can blend that with a different gray and see what I get. Alright, that's looking good. Yeah, this thing's a little fuzzy, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Alright, and then let's do that on the hair too. Next I'm going to put video game instrumental on. That stuff never gets copyright bombed. This stuff I'm worrying about if I'm going to get copyright bombed. All right, what characters would you guys like to see me draw more often? Now, some people really like to see me draw horror characters. Yeah, I've wanted to do like a Megan one. Maybe I'll work on that after this. You know, like Megan holding up like a Tommy gun. There's Eddie. What up? What markers do I use? So for my inking, I use these Micron Figmas. This is my go-to. is one, but lately I've been using a lot of the number 2 and 3 chisels because I'll use that for color on the side. These guys are chart pack markers. You can get them at like Blix or any art store. They're usually like, get them at Blix because they do a deal if you buy more than 6. Because if you buy just 1 or 2, it's way too expensive. I've just basically that's the main thing I use is these chart pack markers. Like I have dozens of them in through the whole rainbow. They usually cost like $6. I think I have at least, I want to say 80 or 90 different colors. So I've spent a lot over the years, but I do a lot of work, and they last a long time. So to me, they're worth it, I used to use Copic pens, but I don't really like them that much anymore. And then if I'm doing inking that's not black, I will use Prismacolors. Usually these guys, the Tombow Prismacolors. Usually the flash packs, because those are good because doing Garbage Pail Kid skin. And then the darkest black they come with is good for inking if you want to ink in a color that isn't black. They do highlights well. Their blenders mesh with these other colors here too. And I have a very particular way of coloring because you guys notice I don't like fill in colors all the way. I leave gaps of white, So I try to leave highlights as I go. And usually nowadays I do this gray where I do it in gray first, like you saw me do. And I don't like really, fill in with black the whole thing. I'll leave like gaps. Thanks for the advice, Victor. Also, I want to see you draw Dead Ted, Boney Tony, Groom Jim. Those are my personal favorite characters. Yeah, you'll probably see me draw those because I like drawing all those characters. And then I have a few videos I'll probably end up making live on the channel because I have all the insert cards I drew for the past few sets, like Crashers and Vacation and California Takeover. That I made videos for them and I just didn't share them because I've been hung up on this vacation thing. But now that I'm starting to be less hung up on it, I'll share them so you guys can check out all the stuff I did that made it into the insert packs. And the kind of shading I did here is curved shading. It's just lines that hit each other at different angles. I learned about that stuff in high school reading this weird religious comic strip. But I liked how it looked, so that was the upside. I was like, oh, what is this? Curved hatching. I don't see it all the time, but I do it a lot. Alright, I'm getting there. And I'll throw in a fun background on him as we get closer to them being done. Alright, we do here and here. I kind of gave him punkier hair than he actually has, but I feel like that suits him. It's very colorful. like his droopy arms. Victor, did you do anything for GPK? Go on vacation. So, I mean, I've explained this before. Probably not everybody has heard it. Yeah, I did do vacation. I did like 70 cards for vacation. Um, I sent, in Tops, I sent Tops my returns. Tops ate all my returns. They destroyed them in shipping them back to me. So I had to refund or redo everybody's commissions for them, which I just finished those redos. But yeah, I did do a ton of cards for vacation. So a lot of them have popped up on eBay already. And I did a video showing the ones that I did, so I'll have to share that video because I haven't shared that video yet. So there you go, content to look forward to, my vacation cards. A set that became traumatic because of how I got screwed on it, but that's why I'm not offering what do you call it? Pre-order commissions anymore. So it's like if you ever want to get a commission from me, you have to hit me up when I have cards and when I announce I'm doing them. Else you won't get one from me. Oh my god, the loss of all those sketches sucks. Yep. And who knows if somebody just didn't steal them and someday they'll show up on eBay or something. That's the thing, I'll never know. But supposedly, I'm supposed to get double the amount of returns on the next GPK retail set. So we'll see if when that happens. Alright. Yeah, my insert cards were used. So I've seen them pop up on eBay and in groups. People have messaged me on Instagram having gotten them, so they're out there. But when you work for Tops, they don't pay that much per card. So really, your payment is, the money you make off commissions. So that's what sucked about the whole thing is that not only did I not really get that commission money because of the weird space and delay in putting them out, but, I lost out because I had to fill them using my other returns. And then it's hard because then there's people who want their money back instead of trying to work with you. And then, they hit you up later like, oh, can I get a commission from you? And I'm like, I don't know. Do I really want to do one for you considering, what happened? It's hard, because you don't want to blame them because I get where they're coming from. But then, you can't not remember that you missed out on that. And like, difficult decisions. I am gonna add a cool background right now. I'm just like getting that signature done while I remember that I need to do it. My friend Ben, he's been doing sketch cards forever, and he always does this this thing of like outlining it because it makes it pop. And sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. The Frank you're drawing right now looks exactly like the one you drew for Gross Card Con on the blank cover. Oh, that's funny. Well, I mean, oh yeah, I never do that spring. I think it looks weird. Well, all it tells you is I got a style. It's like you can tell my stuff by looking at it. I know I still have that blank cover. I need to put those like on eBay or something. And I penciled a couple jam covers that have some of the other GPK artists on, like Toothless and Buried Enigma. Like they did like little bits on them, and I was gonna color them on the stream. I just haven't gotten a chance to like finish them up because I was gonna color them and ink them on the stream, but I just haven't done it. So that's another thing you can look forward to, is me working on those. All right, what are we doing now? I wanted to buy them covers last year when you did them on the live. Yeah, I probably should have sold them then. They came out awesome though. I need to. They're just like, I know they look awesome in person. I feel like there's collectors who would appreciate them more than them just being in my project area. You know, especially since they all line up and make a giant picture. Probably just sell them for like 100 each, just because they've been around for a minute. That's a good price, I think, considering I was selling them for like 200 to start with. I mean, they're easily worth that, but kind of want to start fresh with new stuff. For a while, I was selling my sketch covers for like $100, and like some people were just buying them and flipping them for way more on eBay. I'm like, whatevs. Hey, it's capitalism. I will not stop you from flipping if that's what you need to do. All right, and now let's see here. Bloodimus is hanging out. What up? All right. Add some little bit of orange or something over here. I am smearing a little bit of the black, but I'll make that work into this piece in a minute. Yeah, see, what ended up happening is I did Gross Card Con this past year. But I didn't get there like right when the show started. It was like I got there like right at the show started, but we had to check in our hotel. And apparently all the people there just bought their stuff all in the first hour, so we barely made any money at that show. Like we sold some card sets and stuff, and we paid, for a good amount of the trip. So it wasn't like a loss, but like I really thought we would do much better at that show. And it didn't help that the promoter didn't really help us too much on that end. He put us way far away from the rest of the artists, which was sucky. It's like, dude, just put everybody in one spot. But it is what it is. All right. All right. Let's pop this card because what happens is it goes through a little bit, then it sticks. But that one's done. So there you go. Frankenstein. I think he came out pretty good. What's your name on Messenger so I can message you about the PayPal stuff so we can get that out to you tomorrow? Thanks, Day 304. I remember you telling us on the lives that people were judging your artwork. LOL haters. Yep, that does happen at cons a lot. People like come up to you and be like, "Look, you can draw better than this person." Like, yep, I'm sure he's gonna be a great artist someday. But a lot of times people don't realize that comes off as demeaning. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Sometimes I always add like little things and just stop playing with that one. All right. So yeah, and this is, look at this atom bomb here, so funny. I do like how this Pennywise came out. And then Mexican flag right there. I like this atom bomb here. All right, let me draw a card. If you guys, if nobody else wants a commission, I'll just draw a card I want to do for myself, and then I'll put that on Deal or No Deal. So I will draw a card for myself and then see if anybody wants to get it afterward on one of the groups or something. The groups. Here we go. I want to get some more blanks done like this with the orange banner. I just kind of like that better. These are cool though. But yeah, the next one are going to have that orange banner again because I like the Halloween-y vibe to it. So yeah, let's see here. There's like a Chucky card I'm going to base this on. I'm going to do a card with Megan holding Chucky's dismembered corpse. I think that'll be funny. I'm going to base it on this card. This is going to be like a similar pose to this, but that's about it. I was really surprised they haven't done a Megan card yet for GPK. Probably they will soon, I guess. Usually they're right on top of that stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, I don't blame you for saving your money. It's a good time to do it, especially if you're expecting, you know? So I'm going to have her holding Chucky's head right here. All right, I got your DM day 304, so I will message you once this stream is over. Have you seen John Wick 4 yet? Yes, I have seen it twice. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I should do a Tommy Gunn John Wick card. I think that would be fun. There we go. Kind of giving you a Terminator. Cool, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, you should see it. It's a commitment though, dude. It's 3 hours long. So that's kind of that's the thing that makes it hard. Is just like, you know, finding time to commit to seeing a movie that long is difficult. What's that one Garbage Pail Kid, the girl that has all the zits? I'm trying to remember what that one's name is. And then later on, she's a hottie and has a baby that looks like the younger her. Do you guys? It's like a redhead. She has blue glasses. That's it. Yes, Acne Amy. I'm just gonna base her face a little bit more on that one. Ugh, I don't know. I feel like he's too old to be Indiana Jones, but I don't know. Where did I put that eraser? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna change the mouth to be a little bit more like the cute version of Acne Amy. It's always good to tweak things, you know, if you can. Especially since the first time I'm drawing this, I'm working out the idea on the stream, basically. Russ Puss was grosser, yeah. I think it's just one of those things with girls, being afraid of acne or something. All right. I gotta make sure I do the suit right. There it is. That looks pretty good, right? What do you guys think? Okay. Finish this up by doing the Chucky face. Huh. I typed in Chicky GPK on accident and it gave me the same exact Acne Amy card I was looking at. There it is. Alright, let's finish this up here. Almost. There we go. Getting somewhere. Alright, 5:29, so work on this for on here for maybe a half hour longer. Now I'm going to color this. Just all right, let's make the robot eye red. this one I use a lot for skin shading. It's called Suntan. All right. Yep, digging that. I'm just throwing some blood splots and stuff here and there. All right. All right, now we'll do blue. This is silly. I'm liking it though. You know, sometimes you got to do silly stuff to keep your brain entertained. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's coming out fun. All right. I'm doing like the little exposed head plate like the chop top GPK has. Give her like a little atom bomb cloud too, because that'll be funny. Since you don't see the top of her head. That's coming out good. It's like funny sometimes how much detail you can pack into these little cards. Tom Junk short print card. I'd have to see it. I don't remember what it looks like. Well, the upside is I could always draw it. I really like how this is coming out. It's pretty cool. If it makes me laugh, it's fun and I'm enjoying my time. Because I don't always laugh at these, and this one's making me laugh. Yeah, so you guys even notice sometimes I even draw strange. Like this is all finished in this part I haven't even started on. Like I'm just gonna color in areas that I find enjoyable. Well, I'd rather have Victor's Tom Junk or as might as well 300 Blasters Collectors and tends to pull the card. Yeah, it's always better than to get it from just someone selling it. I think one time this card shop ended up getting a bunch of my sketches. They probably like got a bunch of boxes to pull them or something. They were all selling them for like stupid money on eBay. Oh, thanks, Eric. Give and receive. My best card in my collection was the Scratch and Sniff from Bookworms 50/50. I have 2 of your sketches. Oh, what sketches do you have? Yeah, sometimes I think my stuff looks much better in person than on video. You know, I don't take, you know, I do not have the highest def camera, but this, I think, this card I feel is coming out super good. Very happy with it so far. All right, let's do some hair now. Victor's work looks great on video, spectacular in person. Thank you. Frankenstein out of Valentine's is canceled. I'm trying to figure out my other character. Oh, you can always send me a picture. I can tell you what character it is if you can't figure it out. I do have people send me that. It's usually the horror characters. Like, who is this? And I'll tell them. Alright, finish this up here because my camera's running out of juice. Alright, almost done. Almost. You should do a GPK character out of the stuff. That would be fun. I would like to do that. All right. All right. Keep hitting this. I have a little LED lamp above the desk, so sometimes if the light goes weird, it's because I hit it on accident like I did just now. We're almost done, so... All right. Alright, now let's get some other colors in this mix. Alright, and that's that one. Megan versus Chucky with some atom bomb vibes. And this one is for day 304. So those are the two sketches for today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow working on some more stuff. So see you guys then. If you guys are interested in a personal sketch card commission, message me here or on Facebook at Victor Moreno on Instagram. And $50 for these personal sketch ones, and I have regular sketch card commissions. Those are $225. Those are an official stock. So hit me up and we can make that happen for you. So I will talk to you all later. Peace out. See you next time, Victor. Always great with chatting with you. Same with you guys. Thanks for keeping me entertained. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably set that stream up right now just so I make sure I stick to it. So see you guys later. Have fun. Peace out. Stay safe.